What's up, y'all? Welcome to my Muckbane Mondays. And today, I got a new dish for y'all. Let's go. Now, if y'all are anything like me, I've been stuck in the house during this quarantine going absolutely crazy trying to figure out what to do with myself. Now, while doing so, I decided to start cooking. Now, after a couple YouTube videos I watched and got a couple recipes, it hit me. And it turned out amazing. Magnifico. My compliments to the chef. Now, ultimately, I decided to cook cream cheese spinach stuffed chicken breast, and as amazing as it was, it was one problem with it. Now y'all know I'm a Capricorn, so if something is great, I gotta make it amazing. It's just how we roll. So the only issue that I had with it was I love the inside, I love the cream cheese stuffing, but when I cooked it on the stove, by the time I got finished cooking it, most of it had already melted out, and I kind of had to scoop it back up and put it back in the chicken and then eat it and just to make it great again. But, you know what I'm saying, I decided to research a little bit, and I think I found a way that I can keep all the insides inside, cook it a little different. Instead of cooking it on top, I'm going to cook it in the stove and see if it turned out a little better for me. So let's go ahead and make that happen and see what comes out. Now, first off, you're going to have to make sure you get you some good garlic powder. That's necessary. Secondly, you want to make sure you get you some minced garlic. That's also necessary. Thirdly, this is probably the most important ingredient of the stuffing. You need you some Philadelphia cream cheese. You're going to use about 4 ounces, so it's probably about half a block. You're going to also get you a package of baby spinach. And you also need to use mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. It calls for getting both of them. Instead, I found this new product. I don't know how new it is, but both of them in the same bag. So you knock out 2 birds with 1 stone with this. Now, you can also chop up some onions and throw them in there if you like onions. It's another part of the recipe. I personally didn't put the onions in there, but I'm not mad at onions. I actually love onions. I just didn't use them on this go round. So instead of showing y'all me chopping all this stuff up, so after y'all finish whipping it, putting all the ingredients in, it's gonna look something like this. And you want to take this mixture and you want to set it aside for the refrigerator. Now, for the chicken, I don't know what type of seasonings y'all use, but I use a select few seasonings that I like to kind of keep in the game with each dish. So for the chicken, we're going to use paprika. Choose some paprika. One of my favorite seasonings, Italian seasoning. That's a winner. Get you some garlic salt. Choose some garlic powder. Yeah, you're going to need both. Trust me. I didn't think it made a difference, but it does. And get you some oregano leaves. Oregano is also good for you. Y'all always know I stay on my health kit. Get you some black pepper. Drop the bottom. Get you some Lawry's seasoning salt. Get you some breadcrumbs. You don't have to get a special type. I decided to go with these. These are Progresso's Italian breadcrumbs. I love these. I use these for meatloafs and things like that, and they always make the flavor taste that much better. You also want to get you an egg because you're going to need an egg for this process. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll be back. Okay, now we're going to start off by first seasoning the chicken, and then we're going to end up putting the stuffing in before we go ahead and put it into the oven. Now, the last time I picked a pretty thick cut of chicken. This time I think I did pretty good. I got the chicken a little bit thinner, so hopefully this is gonna make a big difference for what I'm trying to do. Now the last time I also didn't cut the chicken right. When I made the slit, it wasn't deep enough, which meant probably was the reason that everything oozed out once I put it into the skillet. Like I said, it was good, delicious. I had to scoop everything up, but I think it would have been a lot more better if I put it more inside of the chicken. So let's go ahead and cut. I want it deep up in there, so deep up in there. Nice slit, nice slit. Nice slit. Now, when you begin to season your chicken, you want to make sure you season everything good. I like to put mine on in a certain way. It don't really matter. Just want to make sure you get it all on there. Come on. Throw some Italian seasoning, some oregano. Then you want to flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Garlic salt. Don't need much seasoning. You just want a pinch of each seasoning, man. You don't want your stuff too salty. Keep your sodium down. And you also want to make sure, this is just a hint, you want to make sure you season the inside. Where the seasoning gonna go? That's where that taste gonna come through at. Flap that back over, put your seasonings back up. Then you can even massage seasoning into the chicken. Massage it in there. Make sure it's well put in there. Okay, now you're ready for the stuffing. So, just want to take a little bit of stuffing. Open it up. Stuff it in there. Flatten it out. You may want to just flatten it out each time you put it in there. Like, I want to spread it. I'm going to try and do it like this even. I'm going to try to spread it on there. Yeah, that's a lot better. And that way I will have more on there at the end. Inside. So I think this is going to turn out dope. And when I say this stuffing is so good, man, y'all gonna feel me when y'all taste it, and you're gonna understand why I wanted to make sure it was equal amounts in there. Now I'm gonna fold the chicken over. Fold it over. Fold it over. See how it look? Got everything up in there. Look like a little sandwich there. Now, time for the second part of this. Want to go ahead and grab your egg I said you're going to need earlier. Dump that in there. And rinse this off. And scramble your egg. Scramble your egg, make sure it's all scrambled up. And you also want to go ahead, get you another plate. Get you another plate out and just put your breadcrumbs on that plate, so it's going to be easy for you. And you want to take that egg that you just beat, and this is the tricky part. So you got to keep the chicken in the mixture, and you got to be able to cover the chicken in the egg by dipping it in there. Then you're going to dip it into the breadcrumbs. Now after that, you're going to have your pan ready. Let's say you want to have your pan greased well. I use coconut cooking spray. Tend to like that, you know, if you kind of healthy and you want to keep it on the health kick. Use some cooking spray. And you just want to go ahead, grab your chicken, hold it together, dip it in there. Make sure that egg get all around it. Then you want to flip it over to the other side. Make sure that egg get all on it. Even if you need to pull it up with your fingers, don't be scared to get dirty. Don't be scared to get messy. This is a messy sport. You scared to get messy, this ain't for you. You want to go ahead and you want to rub that in the chicken. Rub it in the chicken. Make sure the egg is all over. And you want to grab that piece of chicken by both ends. Grab it by both ends so the stuff don't fall out. Dip it one time. Spin the plate. Move that out the way so y'all can see. Spin the plate. Then you want to flip it. You want to again grab both ends to make sure don't nothing come out. You see how it's getting all over that with them breadcrumbs? See that? Grab them breadcrumbs, sprinkle them over. Make sure you crusting up everything real well. And now you can go ahead, take it, place it in your cooking dish. Now, I already had the oven preset to 425. Now, while we wait on that, what y'all been doing? Nothing. Chilling. Quarantining. Okay. Now, if you did everything correct, give it about 20-25 minutes and your meal should look something like this. Now, if you have achieved that and it came out looking exactly like that, it might not look exactly like that because, you know, I do my thing, so you might not get it just like that. But if you got something close in the ballpark maybe that resembles something kind of like that, then go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do some more YouTube and bring out some more recipes. And we're going to have it ready for next Muckbane on Muckbane Mondays. So y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so y'all know when I drop. And as always, y'all go ahead